I've been wanting to get a sports action camera for a long time, just so I can have something that will be easy to use and transport and will be a bit more rugged than, say, the camera I'm recording on right now, which is a Sony WX220. So after doing some research and finally going through some of the cheaper alternatives rather than, spending $500 on a GoPro, I thought I would give a company called SOOCOO a try. And I picked up the SOOCOO C30, which is this little guy right here. It's got pretty much all of the same features and functions as any other good quality sports action camera would have for a lot less money, which is really what I was excited about. This is, when I bought it, was about $70 instead of, like I said, the $400 or $500 or even more that you might spend on something like a GoPro. So the first thing to talk about, if you've watched this channel at all, you'll know that I like packaging, which I think they did a really good job of using good sturdy packaging. This is the first thing a person sees when they get their package in the mail, so you want that to be a good representation of the product inside, and I think SOOCOO did a really good job of that. The front is very simple, the right information is on the back, and that's it. They didn't try to go over the top with a lot of unnecessary pictures and things like that. But of course, we know that we're more interested about what's in the box than the box itself. So if we take a look through some of the accessories, we're going to get a bunch of these joints so that you can get just the right camera angle that you're looking for whatever shot you're trying to set up. You're going to get a couple of mounting plates. They're both going to look pretty much like this. This is actually from something else, but the other one that I've got of these is currently in use, and they come with double-sided tape pre-applied. So I think that's actually really neat. I don't know if both of them were supposed to have this, but only one of my mounting plates had the 1/4-inch screw in there. The other one did not, so I've actually got that stuck somewhere where I'm not going to need that screw mount. But also you're going to get a couple of clips with the mounting brackets on there. One thing that I did note is that you're also going to get two holders for it, and one of them has your typical GoPro mount on the bottom, and this is actually the waterproof case, which is great. One of the things that a lot of people complained about when I saw the reviews on this is that it is tough to get open, and while I agree with them, I think it was by design. So I just wanted to take just a quick second to show you how to open this thing, because it's not terribly intuitive. You've got this locking mechanism up here on top. If you pull this down, this lever right here inside, and pull the front up, then it opens, which is kind of counterintuitive. Most of the time, you would think that you would just pull this lever and pull up on the big part back here, but that's not the case, and it messed me up for almost a full day trying to get the hang of it. But just pull the lever down, open it, and pull on the small end, pull it towards you or away from you, whichever way you've got it oriented, and then you're good to go. And keeping in mind, this is also waterproof, which is great, but the thing to keep in mind with a waterproof case is because of the way they're built, they're also almost soundproof. So if you want to get good footage of people talking, don't use this case. When you've got one case with the GoPro style and then the other case with the 1/4-inch mounting screws, I mean, I kind of get it, but it would have been nice to see some continuity there so that they both have the same mounting hardware. Maybe that's just me, maybe this is standard, but from a layman's perspective, from somebody who is really new to the sports action camera ecosphere, it would have been nice to see both cases having the same mounting hardware. You'll also get a couple of Velcro straps, should you ever need those for anything. Oh, the waterproof case also comes with an extra screen protector side thing to replace this door. So if that gets broken, you do get an extra one. You do get some extra 3M style double-sided tape and a metal strap so that you can be sure that it's not going to go anywhere. Even if it falls off, you're going to be much less likely to lose it if you use this metal wire here. And then you get a few zip ties in case you need those. And then you get this. And this confused me for a few days. It's just like an alligator clip style thing there. And I didn't realize it at first, but it actually goes into the back of this. And it does go either way. So depending on how you want to carry it. But I just couldn't figure out a use for this. And I think the whole thing is intended to make it so you can clip it onto your belt. I don't know if their website actually says what that's for. It just says you get a bunch of accessories. So I'm not entirely sure what that's for, but maybe just to clip it onto your belt. If that's what you want to do, there you go. One thing that I really appreciated about the SOOCOO C30, and it may just be something that SOOCOO does, but they actually give you 2 batteries. And I really dig that. I think it's great that it comes with 2 batteries, and more than that, a lot of cameras will come with, say, like a 600 milliamp hour battery, or maybe 1,000 if you're lucky. And I believe, let's see if I can get this to focus. These are 1350, and you actually get 2 of them for no extra charge, and I really appreciate that. The one thing that I wish that it did come with is an external charger. I have reached out to them to see if they offer an external charger as an option for an accessory, but I am waiting to hear back on that. So really, I think that's it as far as what you get. I can go through some of the specs, but you can see that on their website. You're going to have options like your resolution can go as low as 640 by 480. I don't know why you would want to do that, but I suppose if you were going to use it for a surveillance camera or something like that, you could use it at that resolution. And of course, then it'll do that it'll do 640 by 480 at 240 frames per second. So if you wanted to do something that's really good slow-mo, you can do that at 240 frames per second. You can do 720p at 120 frames per second, 1080p at 60 frames per second, 2K, which is like the 2560 by 1440, at 30 frames, or something very, very close to 4K. This is 2880 by 2160, but then it's interpolated as 4K, though it's not true 4K. But overall, I think the video quality that you get, again, keeping in mind that this is a $70 camera, or let's call it a sub $100 camera, as opposed to a camera that you would spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars for. The resolution, the sound quality, just the overall experience that you're going to get with this camera is really, really impressive. I didn't expect much out of it, grand scheme, but I am really glad that I picked this up. And there are some things that came with it as far as functionality is concerned that I didn't expect. Like you can plug this in or into your computer via the included USB cable or any of your standard micro B cables, and use it as a webcam. I will say that the delay, I wouldn't use this as a streaming camera, just because there's a bit of a delay, even going straight from here into the computer. So that was kind of disappointing, but like I said, you can use it as a webcam, which I thought was pretty neat. That's some great little functionality built into it. It's got an app, and I tried to use the app on my phone to control it remotely, but honestly, sorry, SOOCOO, if you ever see this, the app's kind of garbage. It doesn't connect very well. It doesn't do much of anything, even if it does connect, and it doesn't like to stay connected. So take it for what it's worth. I will say that it does have a Sony image sensor in it, which is great. However, it is a fairly small sensor, grand scheme of things. So its low light performance isn't great. It does wonderfully in outdoor action adventure kind of things. I mean, it is an action camera, but it doesn't do great in low light situations. You will end up with a lot of pixelation, and I guess, again, we're talking sub hundreds here as far as the price is concerned. So I'm not upset about that. I didn't buy it to use it as a webcam. I didn't buy it to use it indoors. I bought it to throw in my bag, so if I ever want to record something when I'm out, I don't have to use my cell phone. And it does that admirably. I can't complain about its functionality, out in the wild, so to speak, at all. So what I want to do now is actually, instead of talking about specs and user experience, which overall is great, I wanted to actually show some footage. And some of it is, me in my car. Some of it is me driving down the road. As a passenger, just for the record, of me holding the camera out the window, and just kind of showing some of the low light, some of the natural light, and then I'll throw in some footage of the last time we took our kid to the water park, just so you can kind of see it in action in a wet environment. So I'll go ahead and do that, and then we'll come back. Hey guys, how's it going? I've been wanting to review one of these little 4K action sport camera things for a long time, and was recently given the opportunity to do that. So I thought I would use this opportunity in the car to do a test run to see how well it records me being naturally lit outside, as well as how much it's going to pick up as far as noise is concerned. Unfortunately, we've got a really, really noisy 96 Honda Accord with a screwed up muffler. So that's epic. Okay, so like you can see, when the lighting isn't great, it doesn't look, the vision or the image isn't impressive. What I can say though is that it actually is still recording all of those pixels, and I found by using actually a built-in LUT in Adobe Premiere, I can actually get that image to enhance without distorting, without pixelating or anything like that. And I'll go ahead and show that here. Hey guys, how's it going? I've been wanting to review one of these little 4K action sport camera things for a long time, and was recently given the opportunity to do that. So I thought I would use this opportunity in the car to do a test run to see how well it records me being naturally lit outside, as well as how much it's going to pick up as far as noise is concerned. Unfortunately, we've got a really, really noisy 96 Honda Accord with a screwed up muffler. So that's epic. And then, like I said, like you saw there, the outdoor footage, whether I'm in the passenger seat cruising down the road or I'm at the splash park, the colors in it are amazing. One thing that I can say is that none of the video that you've seen that was recorded on the C30 has been altered in any way except for that one spot where I used a specific LUT to enhance me in the car. All of the outdoor footage in the sunlight, down the road, on or at the splash pad, that's all straight from the camera. I did downscale it from 4K to 1080p, but even at 4K it looked amazing. So again, for a $70, $80 camera, I'm impressed. It looks good. It's easy to use. The battery life for each battery is actually really impressive. I'm able to get a few hours of recording out of each battery. Maybe not continuous recording, but just going out and shooting stuff over the course of a few hours. Each battery was able to hold up to it. You can actually plug it in via USB and have it plugged into the wall if you wanted to record something. And have a constant power supply to that, you can do that. It's got micro HDMI, so if you wanted to hook it up to an external monitor, you could. It supports, I think, up to a 64 gig memory card. I got a 32 gig with mine. I did have to buy it separately, but I would suggest getting a class 10 with probably 80 to 100 megabit speed for your for your write speeds, just so that you can really capture the 4K the way it needs to be captured without having the pixelation and the choppy footage. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. But if you're looking to shoot 4K, you should be looking at a class 10 at least 80 megabits anyway. So nothing new and groundbreaking there. But honestly, guys, I think that's it. I think I'm going to wrap it up there. Let me know in the comment section down below. Have you used an action camera? Have you used an action camera? Do you like them? Do you dislike them? When you're looking for an action camera, what kind of features does it need to have to be a make or break kind of deal? So let me know all that stuff in the comment section down below. I do have some more products being shipped over to me here very soon, so there's lots of new content coming out. Be sure to subscribe so you can be notified when that happens. And thanks again for watching. I always appreciate your support, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.